How does the American Express Platinum credit card make money from you? Guys, the reason American Express wants you to have a credit card is because they need to make money, right? American Express Platinum credit card is a business. American Express is a bank, right? They need to make money. In order for them to make money, they use a credit card in order to do that. So they lend out money, and when people use the money that they have, right, they are able to charge fees. Now, who's paying for those fees? Let me explain to you. So this credit card, right, I can have, let's say I want to purchase something for $10,000, right? What can I buy for $10,000? I don't know. Let's say it's a very, very, very expensive item. Let's say I wanted to buy a car, $10,000 car, right? I wanted to purchase it on my credit card. So now when I go purchase a car, right, American Express is going to charge the car dealership fees for doing that transaction. So let's say it's $10,000 and it's a 3% fee. So let me calculate that quickly, how much that is. So $10,000 times it by 3 is $300. So yes, so let's say I'm purchasing a car that's $10,000. So I would like to pay the dealership, but I use this card, right? And this card allows me to use not my money, but American Express's money. So then American Express charges the dealership a fee. So if it's a $10,000 purchase, American Express gets $300, and then the $9,700 will be given to the car dealership, right? That's an example of how it works in terms of paying fees. So American Express, they make money for each transaction that you're doing through their card, right? Whenever you make a payment through their card, they're going to charge the business owner or the business some fees. And they're able to, get money from that. So that's one way of how, American Express makes money. Another way is charging you fees, right? For you to have this membership, you're paying $695 every year. So now imagine all the thousands and hundreds of people that are, paying for this membership, right? In order to borrow money from American Express. So in order for them to lend you money, right, they ask you to pay a fee. So they make money. So they make money from car dealerships, make money from you. And now the last way how they make money. Now another way they make money is when you don't pay on time, right? So for example, let's say your bill was, $1,000, and let's say you missed it, by a couple of days. So let's say you paid $400 and then there's $600 left, right? So you would think that they would charge you only for the amount that wasn't paid. But unfortunately, what they do is they actually charge you for the full amount. They charge you for the full $1,000. They don't charge you just for the $600. So you want to be careful, right? You want to make sure you pay off your full balance when you are using the card. And also you have to remember the interest that they charge is really high. It's 20%. So you want to make sure whenever you use the card, you're always paying it off before the due date so that you don't get charged interest. So you want to be careful, right? Because if you pay interest, then there's actually no point of making that purchase. Let's say you went to go buy a TV and it was on sale. Instead of $1,000, let's say it was $200 off. Well, if you get charged interest, right, you have to pay interest on the $1,000, right? So that $200 discount, right, wouldn't be worth it now, right? Because you're just paying it now to American Express, right? So if you guys want to maximize the amount of savings you do, get a deal on the purchase, but also make sure to pay it on time so you don't, pay fees, extra fees to, American Express. So yeah, that's another way they charge fees. Is when you are late or you miss a payment. So in order to not get charged those fees, make sure to pay on time. How does the American Express bank work, right? So a bank, the way they make their money is when they lend out money, right, for purchases. So people borrow money because they don't have all of it, right? So they need to ask someone else, right? So instead of asking your family or your friends, you can ask the bank, right, to give you money in order for you to complete a purchase, right? And there's many reasons why you don't have enough money, right? Maybe because of your job, maybe because you've spent all of it, maybe because you're purchasing something that's a lot higher and you can't accumulate savings, in that short amount of time in order to make that transaction. So that's why you would need a bank, right? And borrow money. So borrowing money is okay as long as you can pay it back in time. And basically, credit, what it means is borrowing money, right? Credit history is your history in terms of how you've been borrowing money, and they give you a score on that, which is your credit score. So just to give you a little bit of info about how that works. So American Express, right? They want to make money, and the way they do it is they lend it out to other people. So let's say they have 100,000, right? They're going to lend it out to different people to use it for different activities, right? They might lend it, 10,000 to him, 5,000 to him, 2,000 to you, and basically, they'll split up the 100,000, and then they'll be able to make money when it comes back, either from late fees, from membership fees, from charging other business owners fees, right? All those, so for example, if they're lending out 100,000, they want to get monthly income back, right? Or after 30 days, they want to be able to get that back. So their business is lending out money, and so you can use this for small purchases or you can use it for big purchases, right? So how is American Express different from like a local bank? Well, a local bank really gives you a lot of money for like bigger items, right? So when you want to purchase a house, that's called borrowing money for a house. That's called a mortgage. And if you want to get borrow money for a car, that's for yeah, that's a loan. That's a loan, right? So you have different types of loans. You have for house, you have for car, you have for education, right? If you want to get a university degree, well, you can get a loan as well. And so I don't think you can use American Express to pay for loans, for mortgages, or maybe even cars. Some allow and some don't. There are some tips and tricks that you could use this actually to pay for a car. But yeah, so generally it's for everyday. It's for this card is mostly for travel purchases, but you can also use it for everyday purchases, right? If you go to a restaurant, if you pay for gas, if you're paying for grocery, if you're buying clothing, stuff like that. So right, anything below your credit limit, you can use this card. And yeah, so that's basically how American Express makes money. They do it based on lending it, right? So if there was no reason for you to borrow it, then they wouldn't be in business, right? So most people, right, they don't make enough or they spend more than they make. That's why they use more money, and that's why they borrow. So if you were a millionaire and all your expenses were under $1 million, then obviously you wouldn't need this, right? Because you can pay for everything in cash, and you wouldn't have any late fees, you wouldn't be charged any interest, and yeah, you can just manage your expenses really well without having to use or get into debt by borrowing money. So guys, getting into debt is never a good idea if you're not able to pay it off, right? If you are borrowing money, then make sure you have a plan to pay it off quickly, because who wants to live a life in debt and always be worried about their bills and payments, yeah, life is not being just stuck paying bills. It's about, discovering who you are, visiting other places and finding out, what makes you happy, giving to others to help them improve their life, becoming a better person, developing yourself, getting skills, so that you are a better person, and yeah, so that's what life is about, traveling, connecting with other people, finding out about other cultures. So yeah, if you guys are interested in learning more about finance and how to do that on a budget and not having to pay a full price, I don't enjoy paying full price for anything. So if you're just like me, make sure to subscribe to the channel. I'll show you guys all the tips and the hacks about money in order for you to get the best deals, travel for free, get money hacks, and just a lot more. So if you guys like this video and this content, make sure to like the like button, thumbs up, and share this with a friend you think that needs this, needs to increase their knowledge about finance and just be better in terms of how to use their credit cards. So guys, I make a lot of videos about the American Express Platinum credit card, so make sure to check them out. And yeah, we'll talk to you guys in the next episode. Stay tuned. Peace.